Hey, Jimmy. Well, we're going to talk about why people are moving today after we talk about the stats. And the stats are interesting. I'm going to hide you for just a minute while I go say hi to everybody.
Hey, everybody. It's good to see you.
Good to be seen. Okay, I'm going to hide Jimmy for a minute while I do the stats. And hang tight here. Of course. Come on, come on, come on. All righty, there we go. So we have 69 days of inventory, which is amazing. It's going up a little bit. The prices are holding steady, though. Across the country, that's not so much the case. The inventory's going in the wrong direction, and so are the prices, but we're holding pretty good. Our days of inventory are 69, which I think is pretty good. I think that's going to help keep our price point correct. And Jimmy, chime in when I get you back on screen about that. We're doing 70 sales a day versus last year we were doing 82 sales a day. And we have, as far as available inventory, we have 4,891. And so when we take the 70 and we divide the 70 daily sales into the 4,891, that's how we get 69 days of inventory. I mentioned that because previously I was using, let's say, the August number, but I'm going to use the current number since we're past the 15th of the month. We have 1,144 single family homes in the $0 to $450,000 range, and that's about 32% of our market, which is really good. And Jimmy, we're holding steady with $1 million homes at 4 per day. And I think I heard on Channel 3 this morning when I was working out that luxury homes are setting records. Well, they're a little bit behind the times because we've been doing that since 2021. But anyway, we won't fault them for that. They don't watch my show probably. Anyway, investors are doing 22 sales a day. That's 25% of the market. And other than that, Jimmy, I'm going to bring you back on to talk about this. Let's see if we can't. Here you come. There you are. Let's put us together. There. Okay. So what do you think about the state of affairs in Las Vegas real estate?
I think we have so few houses on the market, it's not healthy. I don't think that's in 69 days is not enough inventory. Anything over 90, I would say, okay. But when we get down below 90 days of inventory, you need buyer skills in a level that you don't need when there's more houses on the market. And the buyer skills you need are the ability to present an offer to the listing agent, because there's going to be multiple offers. It's not a good time to be a buyer right now. So they're going to have not only the emotional swings, but how do you find a house when there's only 69 days of inventory? 1,100 sounds like a lot, but when you say, well, I want this area, this zip code, and I need this many bedrooms and this many baths, all of a sudden you're down to not that many choices. The buyers are not in a good position right now. So, you talk about this all the time. Get your listing skills up, because if you're taking the listings, you're controlling the market. And that hasn't changed, but it's tough to be a buyer's agent right now.
It really is. That's a good point. Do you think there's multiple offers?
Yeah. With that low of inventory. And you're right. The RJ said yesterday in the Sunday's paper, it said the luxury home market is setting new records. So that's where the news stations got it. The RJ had it and said we set a new record for, I think, August or something like that. It was a 2 full-page article in the RJ about the luxury market.
Want to add to that, because I didn't see the article.
Well, it's called Real Estate Millions. There was a $22.5 million homes sold, 4 or 5 other homes that sold between 5 and 10 million. So there was quite a few higher end homes, and it said we set a new record. But what was interesting, it lists in the RJ, it tells you who the listing agent and the selling agent is. And I don't think anybody had more than 2 transactions in that whole thing in the top 10, which is 20 sides of business. I'd have to verify that. But every time I looked at a property, it was 1 listing agent, 1 selling agent. They weren't the same guy. There's number 10 was the same company, but 2 people in that company. So nobody's really dominated that market as much as people would like to say, oh, we're dominating that market. I know there's at least 3 companies that would love to say they're dominating that market. I'm not seeing it in the numbers.